Hi there, and welcome back. Well, we're now on our third week of life goals, and this week our topic is really exciting for me. Money, money, money. I believe that this is really an important topic. Now, don't get me wrong, we're not here going to spend the next 10 minutes talking about how you can be richer. You see, the problem for many people is not that they earn less than they need. It is that they spend more than they have to. We live in a world driven by a culture of consumerism. More, and more. And we're always bombarded with the latest must-haves from commercials, billboards, and even our social media posts. Our social media timelines have been a constant battleground of who has the latest gadgets, or the biggest house, or the best, fastest car. It's not surprising why so many people in today's society see their self-worth closely tied to what they possess. That is why it has become natural for people to yearn for an ever-increasing level of purchasing power. No wonder there are so many scams around that promise easy money, and to this day I still hear of people actually getting scammed. Well, today we will take a closer look at what it means to truly be financially successful. Money does matter in this life, but we need to acknowledge that there are other things that matter even more. Well, number one, we need to remember to give credit to whom credit is due. Can you all say that? Give credit to whom credit is due. Trust is a common problem that we face when it comes to managing finances. No, not trust fund, but where you actually put your trust for financial stability and success. In a way, worrying about money is a major issue for so many. And we find in the Bible comforting truths telling us that it is possible for us not to worry about money or possessions. Jesus said in the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 25, He said, "Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothes? Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they?" Did you catch that? Are you not much more valuable than they? You certainly are more valuable. But wait, there's more. Jesus continues to say in verse 27, "Can any one of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your life? And why do you worry about clothes? See how the flowers of the field grow. They do not labor or spin. Yet I tell you that not even Solomon in all his splendor was dressed like one of these. If that is how God clothes the grass of the field, which is here today and tomorrow is thrown into the fire, will He not much more clothe you, you of little faith? So do not worry, saying, 'What shall we eat?' Or 'What shall we drink?' Or 'What shall we wear?' For the pagans run after all these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them." Everything that Jesus said in this passage is a reminder for us that money is not the ultimate thing in life, but God, who is the source of everything. He speaks of a God who can supply us with anything we need because He is a loving Father who desires to do so. So why should we worry when we have a Father in heaven who knows our needs? Together with this comforting truth is that we must realize that we actually own nothing in this world. You heard me right, we own nothing. The Bible also tells us in Psalm 24 verse 1 that the earth is the Lord's and everything in it, the world and all who live in it. We are merely trustees, put in charge of whatever we have in our hands. In Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 18, it says, "It is He, God, who gives you the ability to produce wealth. In reality, all things are God's. If you have put your faith and trust in God, you can rest in the truth that God will also give you all your needs to life. You are in the hands of the real owner of everything. Secondly, we need to learn to count what truly counts. Can you all say that? Count what truly counts. God has a wonderful plan for us to live an abundant life, but we face an enemy whose ultimate goal is to steal, kill, and destroy God's plan for our lives. The enemy offers us good things in life: fame, financial security, riches. He even tried to bribe Jesus, tempting him with treasures of this world. But Jesus knew better, and we should learn from his example. Jesus knew that the blessing of the enemy will not only leave us with misery, but will leave us broken without hope. The Bible reminds us in 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 9 and 10, that people who long to be rich fall into temptation and are trapped by many foolish and harmful desires that plunge them into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil, and some people, craving money, have wandered from the true faith and pierced themselves with many sorrows. Today we see and hear people trying to get rich through wrong ways: cheating, corruption, exploitation. These ways can make one filthy rich, yes, but the Bible gives us this perspective on riches from Proverbs. It is the blessing of the Lord that makes rich, and He adds no sorrow to it. This proverb talks about a kind of wealth that does not end in sorrow. Unlike the blessing that comes from the enemy, the blessing that comes from God comes with no strings attached. But the fact that God gives us blessings should not make us complacent. God gives us blessings as a trust. God looks for responsible stewards who will not put His blessings to waste. When we assume responsibility of managing our blessings well, it shows our gratitude to our giver and also allows the blessings to multiply so that other people can also be blessed. This leads us to our last point in truly succeeding financially. You see, to live a blessed life is actually an opportunity to be a blessing to many other lives. Let's dare to share our blessings. Can you all say that? Let's dare to share our blessings. A wise man named John Wesley said, "Earn all you can, save all you can, and give all you can." A better measure of how much a man is worth is not how much he has kept for himself, but how much he has shared with others. Andrew Carnegie, one of the most richest men who ever lived, said that no idol is more corrupting than the worship of money. Andrew devoted the remainder of his years sharing the riches that he amassed in his life. Now, I know we're not billionaires, but you can dare yourself to be a channel of blessing with whatever has come your way. You can choose to live not only within your means, but even below it, so that you can give more to those around you. The challenge has always been to live simply, so that others can simply live. One of the most interesting statements about the early followers of Jesus Christ is that there were no needy persons among them. Isn't that amazing? The people during the time of Jesus willingly shared what they had to help those in need. Without a doubt, this is a way of life they learned from the Lord, who also laid down His life so that others can live. Well, I hope that you learned something new today. There are many more items that you can discuss in your group from the experience portion of the Life Goals Workbook. I pray that you will enjoy your time in your small group discussion. God bless you all. I love you guys.